Welcome to the Pauper Gauntlet Season 3, brought to you by MTGO Tickets. Currently selling 10 tickets for $8. Check it out. I'm playing Glass Cannon Red in the first round of Season 3. And this deck has the honor of having the most popular Pauper video on Magic Gathering Strat from last season of the Pauper Gauntlet. Over 8,000 views, I think, at this point. Because it's a turn 2 kill, and that's apparently more interesting than the turn 1 kill video we have with another deck. Yeah, that is One Land Spy, and One Land Spy is coming. This deck is highly unreliable, and the game will be decided very, very early. It's incredibly hard to mulligan with, but here I think I have to take a mulligan. Of course. I can get out the Kiln Fiend, but then nothing happens. Wait a minute. No, the Kiln Fiend can't attack, right? I don't get haste from anywhere. I think I have to mulligan this. Yeah, of course I have to. And here I have a hand that does nothing. And you cannot keep a hand that does nothing. So I fear I have to mulligan this. It's actually in the instructions. Do not keep a hand that doesn't do anything. So I mulligan again, and I'm gonna keep this. But this is not a great hand, and of course I'm gonna put this on top of my library. How much damage can this Kiln Fiend do? He can do 11, so we need a double strike card to win. But we're going to play the Kiln Fiend against always Miss Lethal. The quicksand is a pretty bad problem. No, we can just... No, we actually have 14 damage. Here's a Soul Eater. So is it Kiln Fiend or Soul Eater? That's a super good question. With the Priest online, I don't think Soul Eater can do it. So I'm going with the Kiln Fiend. Who can now hit for, hope my math is correct, 14. And we can play the Soul Eater. So I think we need to hit for 14. And there's the win. Why am I playing Double Cleave instead of Team or Battle Strike? Or Team or Battle Rage? That seems weird. Okay, here we go. So we're gonna have to Manamorphose. Here is the first. We'll Manamorphose into Double Cleave. And then we Manamorphose. Red. And we do Double Cleave. And that's like 30 damage, right? More. 36. Whoa! It's a turn 3 kill. Okay, we're playing against the white Weenie deck. I suppose we don't sideboard. We take out the Fire Blast and put in a Tainted Strike to get around life gain. And that's all we do. Glass Cannon Red. So what if he has a Circle of Protection Red? Well, then we just get him with the Soul Eater. I can Rite of Flame the Soul Eater into play, so I guess I keep this. And then kill him with Mutanic Growth and get a turn 2 kill. And I want that. Rite of Flame. Oh, I got a Lotus Petal as well. But that's for next turn. Then I can Manamorphose. So I do use the Rite of Flame here, I think. And put the Soul Eater into play. Now if he has a Journey to Nowhere, I will lose this game. But I have lethal here. What if he has a Celestial Flare? I'm gonna die so bad. Okay, I'm gonna Manamorphose into black and use the Tainted Strike. It's all instant. No, they're not. So we sacrifice this. Cast this for black-red then. Play the Tainted Strike. Celestial Flare is very likely here, I'll tell you that much. Play that. And then we just infect for 5. We still have a fairly decent attack next turn. Maybe we don't use the... We don't have a decent attack next turn. Okay, so now we need to get to 5 power. That's a problem. But now we just don't have to do anything. We can just attack next turn. And try to do... Because we have double strike and we are 2/1s. So he's just gonna block with 1, I guess. And we didn't have trample, so there was no way around there. And now I think we have glass cannoned out. Standard bearer is of course a problem. A huge problem. So what the hell do we do now? We can do nothing. Can we become unblockable somehow? I don't think so. Think we have lost. Could perhaps use the Kiln Fiend in some way. And we don't have anything against standard bears, so he has just skillfully sideboarded to the win, I think. No unblockability, no nothing. But with the Temur Battle Rage, this wouldn't work. We just have to kill the standard bears, and we can't. We don't have any way of doing that, so we just lose the standard bears. That's sort of the idea of the deck. Lose the standard bears. There is really no need to play on here. So why am I still doing it? Could he screw up in some way? I don't think he can. I think he's got this one. Alright, and we just keep doing the same thing. But we would really like to have Battle Rage in this deck. We have a Soul Eater. It will be there on turn 1. It will be awesome. And it can't stop it. But will it be lethal? Probably not. Well, it will be lethal because we have a growth spell. Oh, and we have double cleave here, so yeah, it's lethal. If it wasn't for that thing. And with the Battle Rage, we would win. So now what do we do? I think we have to get the Kiln Fiend into play. And try to use that. I think that's the way. So I'm going to cast this. I'm going to use the Manamorphosed, hoping to find another land so I can cast Double Cleave next turn. Another Soul Eater. And I think Kiln Fiend. Oh, maybe that should have been another Soul Eater. I am just enamored by the fact that Kiln Fiend has 2 toughness. But now, of course, he plays a standard bear and the game is over. Or that. Raise the alarm. Why don't I have Battle Rage? Oh, it would have made the deck so much better. Wouldn't it? Well, now the Mutagenic Growth kills the Kiln Fiend. Oh, he can kill it with a Quicksand. Yeah, I'm probably dead here. Just him having a 1-drop killed my deck. A second Mutagenic Growth. There's a Tainted Strike which we cannot cast. The only thing we can cast now is the Mutagenic Growth. So we're not gonna get anywhere. We're not gonna be able to do anything. We only play 13 mountains. So I think he wins here. But the failure to include Battle Rage here. Oh. Yeah, this we can never get through. I have no way of getting past them. Right? Am I missing something? Yeah, he's now getting out of reach with the life. So I think I just lost here. Looting. We draw 2 cards. We definitely want the Assault Strobe. But what are we discarding here? Probably a Soul Eater. I do want the Tainted Strike. And I think it has to be the Double Cleave. We can't really afford to. We're just gonna kill 2 tokens. But we are never getting through here. It's just a wall of junk. And we cannot do anything. And once again, I think we would have won with the battle rage. But I'm gonna stop saying that now because I said that 5 times already. But getting the trample, getting the evasion. There was a lot of late submissions just to get certain decks in there the last day, and I think this was an oversight because of that. I don't have Apostle's Blessing, I don't have anything like that. Okay, let's think if this was Battle Rage. We could Manamorphose, we could Growth, this guy would be 9. We could Battle Rage, he would be 14, but we couldn't cast a Tainted Strike. So we just can't win here, can we? Okay, I'm gonna go through the deck list and look for the win. Double Cleave doesn't do it, Fire Blast doesn't do it. He's leaving more than 2 blockers behind. Growth, Tainted Strike. Strobe, Loathing, Probe, Rite of Flame. No. It's just... we are just dead. Thank you for watching.